Hey there YouTube, this is Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest, coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona on this September 27th. It's Tuesday evening, and just as promised, we are going to be boosting my roster. We have about 40 plus 3-star covers to power up characters that I already have championed, and I think we're going to do Ragnarok Max and Champ video and overview that character at the end. We also have 4-star Luke Cage Power Man ready to join the ranks as well. So if this is your first time watching, thanks so much for clicking the link and joining us. If you're a regular on this channel, thank you for your continued support. Every subscription, like, and share is always appreciated. And let's get down to business. So we have a few 4 stars to deal with. I do want to add in this Kate Bishop. This brings her ability, purple ability because boomerangs up to 2. At level 2, it creates 3 strength 83 red strike tiles with a 3-turn purple countdown. When it's done, it removes the strike tiles and deals 2700 damage, and that's up from 1838 at level 1. And strength 66 strike tiles, so that is extra damage all the way around. Very useful. Hulk 3-star, we're going to add that, get some ISO, takes him up to 190. Kamala Khan, we have a couple of those, so we're going to do boom, 1, 2, and next one for her is that blue Lady Thor, Goddess of Thunder cover there, so looking forward to getting that. Magneto has a couple covers, we're going to add those in. Oh, he's got more than a couple. So take him up to 182, and getting ready to claim that Charles Xavier blue cover at 183, which I'm waiting to get. Okay, Steve Rogers, I think there's a couple of these. It's up to 189, so we're just stacking up purple ISO at the moment. I know Iron Fist has a few covers. Up to 198. Deadpool, one of my favorite 3-star characters, goes up to 185. Loki. Black Widow, who I just used in my 3-star team-up video earlier this evening. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link in the description below. Patch. Should have had 2 of these covers, but one of them got timed out on accident. Life happens. Got an extra Kingpin Wilson Fisk cover for leveling up Luke Cage. Vision goes up to 169. Alright, and then Scarlet Witch also gets Professor X covers. That would be very handy to have. Looks like that's the purple ability. And yeah, that's good. Now I have multiple routes to get Professor X covers because I'm still slacking on those. He's not championed yet. Or gotten all 13 covers, I should say. We'll add to Bullseye, we'll add to Psylocke. Rocket and Groot, one of my other favorites. Got some extra hero points there. I'm going to go ahead and sell off Spider-Man because I'm not going to do anything with him just yet. Alright, there's Iron Man. We have Hood. Now all these rewards, you're saying, where did you get all these 3 stars? The majority of these are from Deadpool Daily Quest, Big Enchilada. I've just been saving them. Some of these are from packs that I've drawn, either from events, PvP, PvE events, Deadpool's Daily Taco Vault, different places like that. I did get quite a few from the Juggernaut Heroic pack, which I did a video on my poll earlier, where I also got the Legendary Recruit token and Power Man Luke Cage. Go ahead and add a couple levels here to Hood. He's a great, perfect example of glass cannon, high damage output, great utility but very low health. So he must be paired with a little bit tankier characters to absorb the damage or put up those defense tiles. We'll add into Cyclops 3-star. Dr. Octopus has quite a few covers here, so we'll take him up a few notches as well. Hero points, and he's now at 171. And Daredevil has a cover here, 176. So I always recommend these Deadpool daily quests. If you don't do them on a regular basis, it's a great way to build up your ISO stash. It's a great way to get bonus covers for characters that you might not have yet, or to get these champion covers like I'm doing right now. So this has been for about the past 2 weeks of covers that I've been stacking up. I did miss a couple daily puzzle, Deadpool's daily quest, just sometimes on accident. Life happens, like I said. But for the most part, I have been doing this on the daily basis, and as you can see, it does hugely benefit your roster to do so, to get these extra covers. Alright, there goes Colossus. Did I get? Thought I had a Human Torch at the bottom of my roster. What happened to him? Nope. Must not have. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch the video. Maybe I got it and didn't pay attention. But I could have sworn that Human Torch was the last one on my roster, and he still had time left. Huh. Okay, anyways, so those are all done. You can see I have in my 3 stars 4 Ragnarok, 1 Beast, 1 Mystique, and 2 Quicksilver. And I really had a tough time with this because these are all characters that I have at level 100. They are not ready to be championed yet. I think just for the sake of the fact that I have 4, I'm going to go ahead and do Ragnarok because I can get the most rewards back right now. I do have 11, 12 days on some of these to get some ISO back, so I will definitely not sell Quicksilver or Mystique right away. Beast is kind of an iffy character for me. I don't use him a whole lot, but as you can see, I have quite a few that are just sitting around at level 100, and we're going to take Ragnarok here. I currently have him at the 553 build. I might play with that a little bit depending on who he's paired with and what event I'm using him for. If you're unfamiliar with the max and championing of a character, which I've now dubbed MaChO time, max and champ overview time. I even changed the titles on some of my older videos to match that, so let's go ahead and make that like a new thing, MaChO time. So right now is MaChO time for Ragnarok. We're going to level him up to 166. Dump a bunch of ISO into him, promote him for an extra 7,500. Once a character is championed, he can, or she, you can manipulate their abilities to your liking. You can have a 445 or 355 or 553, however you want to keep those abilities in play, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you don't need extra covers to do that. From this point moving forward, any extra covers, such as this one I'm about to add, will add a level to him, so you can't use your purple ISO to level up once you hit that point because it's maxed out. You do need extra covers to do so. Each 3-star character has specific rewards. They're generally, the very first one is a legendary recruit token. You do have purple ISO, hero points, command points, all scattered through. It builds up as you go along, and it does look like his 4-star that you get from leveling him up is going to be X23. All new Wolverine, starting with green cover at 183. And then purple cover at 223. There's another legendary recruit token, some more legendary recruit token, ISO command points, ISO hero points for legendary command, and then finishing with the red X23 cover at level 265, followed by legendary recruit token 100 levels later from the original max level of 166 at 266. So definitely worth your while to level up these particular characters. You do get some really good rewards in the end. So let's take a look at him. You can tell his health is over 10,000, almost 11,000 at level 170, so he is one of those tank-like characters. For 14 AP, his green ability, Godlike Power, deals 2297 to all enemies and 439 to allies. Destroys a random column, which does not generate AP. So if you need to clear out some goons with some lower health, or you want to just lay waste to a team, that is a good ability to use. It's a bit high for team damage. 14 is more than I would like, but he does have another ability that feeds into this, which makes it easier to use. We'll get to that. Thunderclap is a 6 AP cost, so very low cost relatively speaking. Deals 1368 damage and adds 4 blue tiles to the board. The blue tiles will feed into this lightning rod, which is a heal ability. At level 3, where I have him currently, heals 1190 health for himself only, not a team heal. But also creates 2 green charged tiles. Those green charged tiles are worth 3 AP each, which will then fuel back this godlike power. So he's one of those self-sufficient characters. The only downside is the damage to friendlies, to allies. I don't normally use those abilities unless it's kind of last-ditch effort, or the characters are high health. If you're using somebody like the Hood with him, they have a very low health. That's going to be a detriment to those characters. You're not going to be able to keep them in battle as long. So I would caution that, or pair him maybe with somebody who does a team heal. Maybe like Kamala Khan, every time a power is used, she does do a little team heal. Or Beast. Beast does team heal, for example. And then a little bit about Ragnarok. If you're unfamiliar, he is a clone of Thor, which is why they look alike. He pairs, or affiliations, I should say, with villains, Dark Avengers, and Team Iron Man. And then again, those Team Iron Man and Team Cap abilities, or affiliations, do play into the abilities from the Civil War variants of those 5-star characters in Marvel Puzzle Quest. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, we're going to recruit Luke Cage. Ta-da! And we gotta go to the roster to check him out. He's a 4-star, so he starts at level 70. And there he is. So I got the black ability, the Defender, and that was from the Juggernaut Heroic pack. So I do love the 3-star Luke Cage. This is a pretty neat variant on him. I have read through some of his abilities prior to this video. So he still has the black, yellow, and red AP moves, similar to 3-star. Hero for Hire is 8 yellow AP cost. This one fortifies a friendly special tile, 1 at level 1. Deals 472 damage for each fortified friendly special tile on the board, and if teamed with Iron Man, creates a strength 43 protect tile first. So, obviously they want you to pair these guys together. As the Defenders, Iron Man and Luke Cage in the comics work together to take down crime, so to speak. Now the downside to this is Iron Fist is a 3-star. This Luke Cage is a 4-star, so I'm wondering if they're going to come out with maybe a 4-star version of Iron Fist to pair with this one as well. because it doesn't say must be a specific type of Iron Fist. It just says Iron Fist. So be on the lookout for that, and if they do create one, remember you heard it here first. At level 5, fortifies up to 3 friendly special tiles and deals 1055 damage for each special tile on the board. So for 3 fortified special tiles is 3000 damage. If you use this ability twice and you have 6 special tiles on there, it can be 6000 damage. So this ability can get really nasty really quick depending on who you're playing with as far as creating special tiles. And if paired with Iron Fist, creates a strength 171 protect tile before initiating that fortification. That fortification really has only been seen in Green Goblin, which is a 5-star character. There haven't been any 4-star characters that I'm aware of that have that fortification ability. So that's really neat that they are bringing that down to the 4-star level. The Defender is the ability that I got. It's a passive ability. Luke's unbreakable skin deflects incoming attacks, bolstering his team's defense. Whenever an enemy fires a power, creates a black strength 44 protect tile. If Luke is in front, he reduces random enemy special tile by 37 to a minimum of 1. So at level 5, creates a black strength 174 protect tile if Luke is in front, and if Luke is in front, removes a random enemy attack, strike, or projectile. So it doesn't just negate the damage or bring it down, but it will actually remove it from the board, which is great because at level 4 it reduces by 97, and most tiles in lower levels are not going to be that significant anyways until you get into some harder battles with some stronger enemies. But at level 5, just removing it from the board just by being in front, that can be a game changer, definitely, especially when you fight goons who put out multiple friendly tiles at the same time, such as the Threaten tile where it creates 2 strike tiles, or when you take down one of the ninjas, which I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but when you kill them, it drops out 3 attack tiles, and that can help clear those as well. Very helpful ability. His red ability costs 13 AP. It's called Bunch of Fiddle Faddle. Luke doesn't have time for all this nonsense. Give these knick-knack paddywhacks what for. Deals 1076 damage and or 1721 if there are no enemy strike, protect, or attack tiles on the board. So going back to this one, this is a great ability to set up yourself to do extra damage, which 13 AP cost is fairly high, but at level 5 deals 4519 damage or up to 7228 without any of those attack, strike, protect, or attack tiles on the board. So at level 5 you definitely get your money's worth for red AP, spending 13 and then dealing 7228, as well as you know, a really cheap yellow ability here, and then your passive black. So these abilities do definitely work well together. It'd be interesting to see where he fits best on a team with 4-star characters. Iron Fist as a 3-star would work well. My Iron Fist I think is 198, so I mean he can compete with some of the lower level 4 stars at that level, but because Luke Cage, the one I just got, is only 1 cover, I can only keep him at level 70 until I get some extra covers on him. A little bit on Luke Cage if you're unfamiliar with the character or this version of him. It says, years ago Luke Cage and Danny Rand teamed up to protect the neighborhood to help those in need. Eventually Luke settled down to raise a family, but when a threat from 2 friends past appeared to cause trouble, the boys leapt back into action as Power Man and Iron Fist, the heroes for hire. He is affiliated with Team Heroes, Team Avengers, and Team Cap. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as we bring my roster back up to, let's see, 109 now, as you can see here in the top corner. And if you guys like this video. Don't forget to leave a thumb up. It takes just a second to click that button. Share it, subscribe for more videos like this. I am normally posting Crash of the Titans videos. Looking forward to that in a couple days. This is the first time I think that I've ever done 3 videos in one night, so thank you so much if you've watched all 3 and spent your evening with me. It's been a pleasure providing some Puzzle Quest updates and insight for you guys, and hope you enjoyed MaChO time with Ragnarok. I really hope that catches on. And with the new Luke Cage adding to the roster. So you can follow me on Twitter as Mr. MPQ, MR_MPQ, link in the description below. And until next time, keep on questing. I almost forgot that every MaChO time comes with a bonus legendary recruit token pull. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's pull a heroic first, see what kind of luck we get. And not so great, but so the latest legends comes with 5% drop rate for Black Bolt, Black Widow, and Hulk Bruce Banner. I am still trying to get a Black Bolt, so hopefully one of these 2 will come in handy. 5-star Black Widow. Alright, red in my ledger, that's good. I'll take that. What's the next one? Another 5-star. Ooh, back to back. Another. Ooh, purple. Tell me everything. So I think that's the one I pulled the first time. So that'll be a 2-1 build for her. And while we're here and we have a chance at a Classic Legends, I'll go ahead and pull one of these. There's a 2.4% drop rate for all 4-star characters, and a 2.1% 5-star drop rate for everything except for those 3 in the top red there. So we'll use 20 points. It's 4-star. Alright, X23, perfect. So we'll go ahead and add that into the roster. We're going to make this video just a hair longer as we do that. X23, somewhere back here. There she is. And as you can see, I have currently a 4-2-1 build, about to be a 4-2-2 build, and increases damage of the trap tile. Tracking prey is a 12 AP cost, and if the enemy matches, deals 2964. If matched by friendlies, deals still 1977 and creates a black strike tile of 116. Costs 1 AP less for every friendly strike tile on the board, up to a minimum of 6, or down to, I should say. So this is a good ability to pair with Nova, who actually counters all her colors, well, almost all. So Nova is a black, yellow, red. So she has Savage Healing, which is a passive ability, so they still work well together. Creating extra strike tiles reduces the cost of 12 on this, so it can be half the cost, very cost effective, and a great ability. I do like X23. I don't have enough to level her up completely, and I'll hold on to some of that ISO for another project. If I need her though, she is capable of finishing Crash of the Titans at this point, so I'm going to leave her at 152 for the time being. Black Widow here. Okay, so Red in my ledger was the ability that I had before. So she's going to have 1 purple, tell me everything. And this finds enemy secrets and dismantles their carefully laid plans. Deals 557 damage and removes up to 3 random enemy strike, protect, attack, or countdown tiles. So that can be very handy. Very similar to, who would it be? Well, I think Daredevil doesn't remove the tiles, but Radar Sense, Jean Grey, her purple ability, and then Squirrel Girl does damage based on how many tiles are on the board. So I like this ability for the fact that it can clear a lot of those defense tiles from somebody like Bullseye, the attack tiles from the ninjas. Countdown tiles can be of any effect. So if you're fighting against Kingpin, where he drops like a ton of those magic countdown tiles, that can be very effective against him as well. And this also costs 1 AP less for each enemy countdown tile on the board, minimum cost of 7. So you can get this fire off for 5 less AP than max amount of 12. So the more there are on the board, it's going to be cheaper to use, and you have more targets to use this on. As you level up, you can see the damage is going to increase, and then up to 2674, and it still only removes 3, and it still costs 1 AP less. So the only thing that changes as you level this ability up is going to be how much damage you deal, which from 557 to 2674 is actually pretty significant. Right in my ledger, at level 2, deals 2592 damage. If any allies are below 20% health, drain 2 random enemy AP and deal an extra 1588 in damage. Has a passive ability whenever one of Black Widow's allies is stunned. Also stun a random enemy for 1 turn, so that's a nice little retaliation technique there. Only 10 AP cost for 2592 damage is definitely not bad, and considering the extra damage if less than 20%, this is an ability definitely to hold on to, not to use as soon as you stack your 10 AP, but to make sure one of those allies, or both if you're able, are below 20%, you can actually deal an extra 3,000 there, so about 25, 3, 5,600 in damage for 10 AP cost. So definitely worth leveling up this ability at level 5 just to see what it looks like. Deals 3511 damage, and if any allies are below 20% health, drains 4 random enemy AP and deals an extra 2229 damage. So that jumps up significantly. Still have that passive retaliation stun in effect. So thanks guys for sticking around the extra few minutes here at the end of the video to add in that legendary draw and the or legendary draws, I should say, and character reviews. So until next time, keep on questing. You guys are great.